Cities across the United States, inequality continues to shape access to education, employment, and opportunity. In Indianapolis, these challenges remain especially visible in historically underserved communities. For decades, one organization has stood above the rest and worked to confront these issues: the Indianapolis Urban League. But how effective has it truly been? While the Indianapolis Urban League has made significant contributions to economic and social empowerment, its effectiveness is ultimately mixed due to the scale of systematic inequality, limited outreach, and challenges in measuring long-term impact. So to start off today, I want to go through the history of the Indianapolis Urban League. The Urban League was originally a national organization that first was founded in 1910 in New York City, aiming to support African Americans facing discrimination during the Great Migration. The Indianapolis Urban League was later founded in 1965 during the Civil Rights Movement to address similar inequalities at the local level. Under its first director, Sam H. Jones, the organization quickly became involved in key community issues. Early programs addressed child welfare, while initiatives like the Human Relations Consortium worked on school desegregation and busing. Community-based programs such as the Clearstream Garden Project provided social services and youth employment opportunities. By the 1970s and 80s, the organization expanded into economic development, supporting minority-owned businesses through loans, training, and internships. So we've talked about the Indianapolis Urban League and who they are, what they are, but what's their mission? The Indianapolis Urban League's mission is to empower African Americans and marginalized people through education, economic development, and advocacy. This mission and philosophy is demonstrated through 5 different pillars that they withstand. Number 1 is education and youth empowerment, ensuring that all of the community's children are well educated and prepared for economic self-reliance in the 21st century. Number 2 is economic empowerment, empowering all people to obtain the economic self-sufficiency through job training, good jobs, home ownership, and entrepreneurship, and wealth accumulation. Number 3 is health and quality of life improvements, working to build healthy and safe communities to eliminate health disparities through prevention, healthy eating, fitness, and ensuring access to affordable health care for all people. Number 4 is civic and leadership empowerment, empowering all people to take an active role in determining the direction, quality of life, public policy, and leadership in their communities by full participation as citizens. Lastly, the 5th point, civil rights and racial justice, promoting and ensuring our civil rights by actively working to eradicate all barriers to equal participation in all aspects of American society, whether political, economic, social, educational, or cultural.
The organization provides job training, career placement, housing assistance, and youth mentorship programs. It also hosts community events including educational tours along Indiana Avenue and networking opportunities for students and job seekers. To engage the community, the Urban League uses both in-person outreach and digital platforms such as social media. These strategies help connect individuals to resources and build long-term community relationships. The Urban League impact is reflected in its role in the Indianapolis African American Quality of Life Initiative, which included a $100 million investment to address disparities in education, health, and employment. More than $20 million in grants has already been distributed to Black-led organizations working to meet critical community needs. Financial data from nonprofit reporting also shows the organization operates as a significant local institution, managing programs and funding aimed at long-term development.
So, how effective is the Indianapolis Urban League? On one hand, the organization has made meaningful contributions. Its programs provide direct support and its partnerships allow it to influence broader initiatives. However, its impact is limited by the scale of issues it addresses. Systemic inequality and poverty are deeply rooted problems that extend beyond the reach of any single organization. Additionally, while the Urban League offers many services, awareness and accessibilities may limit how many people fully benefit from them. There is also limited public available data on long-term outcomes, making it difficult to measure sustained success. Ultimately, the organization is effective in many areas, but not without challenges. The Indianapolis Urban League represents an ongoing effort to create opportunity and equity. Its work has made a difference in the lives of many, but it also highlights the complexity of achieving lasting change. The question remains, how can communities build on this foundation to create a more equitable future?
3 weeks ago, I got into contact with the Indianapolis Urban League. In that time, I was emailing back and forth with Mr. Aaron Porter, who agreed to do an interview. However, due to time constraints, he was unable to get clearance that he needed to do so. Luckily, he managed to get me into contact with another member of the IUL. I interviewed Mark Russell over the phone. I asked him just a few questions over the roughly 10-minute phone call that we had. For some background on Mark, growing up in Fort Wayne, he was always active in civil rights. He grew up surrounded by the movement. In 1998, he was selected by Sam H. Jones, the founder of the Indianapolis Urban League, to serve as the Director of Family Services. He is currently the Director of Advocacy. When I asked him what he believes the Urban League excels at, he said, "I'm not a braggart, but I think all of our departments are phenomenal. If I really had to choose just one, I would probably say our education department. We reach so many kids out there, giving them the tools and the opportunities that they need to succeed in their future. Our most successful program so far was Project Ready. It was started by the National League, but I personally introduced it to Indianapolis. When asked if there was anything he thought that the Urban League could improve on, he told me this: in today's society and political climate, the marginalized are more at risk than ever. We need to work and fight harder to spread the word of civil rights. Show people that although things are better than when he was younger, all that progress can be erased in a moment with complacency. In today's climate, we must protect our black brothers, our Latino brothers, our white brothers, our poor brothers. We build the community now, then leave an accepting, inviting community for others later. As long as there are those that are in power who just want to take, the world is always going to need civil rights.